What's going on, people? Hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for tuning in for another one of my little beer reviews. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. So today I'm going to be reviewing Spaten on the Perfectdraft. It's 5.2% German Helles style lager. It happens to be the first ever Helles, so they invented the style. It's by the Spaten Franziskaner brewery. They're like a joint sort of brewery, I think. And how much it cost me? £28 13 pence for a keg of this, which is 10.5 pints. When you take into account the bonus points and all that you get back for sending a keg back, it works out to £2 and 3 pence a pint at this current day in time. Of course, the prices can change and all that. So yeah, £2 a pint pretty much for a German Helles. It's not bad, is it? Now, I've had a few problems, not with this keg, but with my machine lately. It wasn't going down to temperature, so I've had to sort of get a hairdryer out to get rid of all the ice, melt all the ice, blow the fans out. There was loads of dust in the fans, so I've had to remove this keg about 4 or 5 times to sort that out. So if it's a little bit flat, I'm going to forgive it for that, and I'm sure I'll review it again in the future when I don't have them problems, and perhaps that will make a difference. I don't know, it might be fine, I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's get a pour, shall we? Let me know if you tried this one, guys, on the Perfectdraft or out of a bottle, and whether you enjoy the beer. Of course, Spaten are one of the official Oktoberfest breweries as well. They do an Oktoberfest version of Spaten, which I think you can also get on the Perfectdraft around the time of Oktoberfest. I have tried that out of a bottle and it's fantastic. I've tried this out of a bottle as well. I'm pretty sure I liked it, but it was quite a while ago actually. I think it was about 2 years ago. So I'll just wait for the machine to shut up. Yeah, one thing that seems to have happened with this keg is, I don't know if it's just a bad keg or what it is, but it gives really good head. A little too much head, if you know what I mean. Not the sort of thing you're used to complaining about as a guy, is it? But, there you go. That's what I mean. In fact, the carbonation's still fine, look. Carbonate, despite the amount of times I've had to remove the keg, the carbonation's still pretty decent. I suppose it could be more lively, but I can live with it. We've got a sort of foamy, white, draft looking sort of head, beautiful straw golden sort of colour, medium sized bubbles, evenly sort of rising up the glass. But yeah, to try and control that head, I've even put it in a non-nucleated glass this time, because I thought perhaps that might help it out a bit. But yeah, we've still got a big head, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Right, let's check out the aromas of the beer. Sweet malts, little subtle peppery sort of aroma to it. Sorry about that, the daughter's just come back in with her boyfriend. Little citrus. Yeah, smells quite lemony actually. But yeah, overall it does smell nice. In fact, one of the better smelling lagers actually, because lagers don't, let's face it, don't have much aroma, do they? But this one, it's very clean smelling lager. Right, let's chuck it down the neck and see if I think it's worth a buy. Cheers, everybody. Bush. Light to medium bodied. Layla, shut that door, please.
Yeah, I will. I'm about to go.
It's got that sort of typical draft mouthfeel. Being kids are gate crashing bleeding review, aren't they? It's refreshing, it's clean. I'm more of a pilsner kind of guy, but this is actually really nice. Because you got the sweet malts, but they're not overly sweet. They are the sort of standout, but they're not overly sweet. And you've also got some other sort of subtle notes to the beer as well, which kind of take your mind off the sweetness, and it just sort of works, if you know what I mean. It's peppery. It's citrusy. I think it's like lemon and maybe even a bit of lemon zest. It's got a nice citrusy backbone to the beer. And I really like that little hint of spice. It does have a bitterness as well. I mean, it's a Helles. I wasn't expecting it to have a big bitterness. There's a slight bitterness on the end, but it just helps cut through the sweetness from the malts. It's just a good all-round beer. It's not doing anything amazing, but it doesn't need to. These German beers, they don't have a lot of ingredients or no bells, no whistles. They're just solid, clean tasting, refreshing, crisp lagers, a lot of them. And this one's definitely no exception. What do I got to give it? I mean, I'm quite amazed that it's not been affected, by the looks of it, by the amount of times I've took it out of the machine as well. The flavours are still holding up. This is just a good all-round beer. This is a good, you've got some guests coming round. I think everyone's going to like this, whether they're a Helles or a Pilsner sort of guy. Just anybody who likes lager, I think is going to appreciate a pint of Spaten. It's 5.2%. It could be too strong for some. But for that, it's really easy drinking for 5.2% lager. Really sessionable as well. Might hit you after a few, but is that a bad thing? I'm going to go for a 8.5 out of 10. It's a very nice, I'm going to go 8.5. I was going to go 9, but just for the problems with that I've had with the keg, with the big heads, and perhaps it could be slightly more carbonated, but that could partially be because I had to sort my machine out and keep taking the keg out. But in this moment in time, I don't know whether it's because of that or whether it's just the way the keg is. But I'm going to go an 8.5, but I will review it again when I don't get all them problems, and it might just make it into the 9s, you never know. So yeah, 8.5 for me. Good all-rounder, nice safe option if you want to get a keg and you don't want to waste your money. Of course, nobody wants to waste their money on something crap. I think I think everybody's going to like this. It's just how much you like it. I can't see anybody thinking it's horrible, put it that way. So yeah, 8.5 from the Beer Monster. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And until next one, bye-bye, darlings. Bush.